Guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Maritzah if you are new here, and today it is We Create Wednesday. So you know what you gotta do. You gotta go get your makeup stuff, you gotta go get your brushes. You want to sit down and recreate this look for me, with me, for me and with me. And we are recreating this look that Kevin Long, he did on Leah Alexander. And I titled this his muse because I feel like Leah Alexander is his muse. Like, any look that he does on her is amazing. And like he does a lot of looks, he does a lot of her makeup. So, and when he posts about her, the numbers do well and they're always iconic looks. I mean, he does makeup on other people, but he does a lot of looks on Leah and she always looks so stunning. And so I have a couple We Create ideas with looks coming from Kevin and like that he's done on Leah. And I just think Leah Alexander, she is so beautiful. She is so pretty, and I'm pretty sure like that's his muse. So I titled his muse, and we are going to be recreating that look. And if you guys want to see how to get this look, go ahead and keep on watching. And before you do that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, leave a like, a comment, all that good shit. Leave that down below, and let's get right into the video. Alright, so I already primed my face with Milk Hydro Grip, so today we're going to be using NYX Born to Glow. The way that Leah's face looks, NYX Born to Glow kind of gives that finish, opposed to the NARS Soft Matte. NARS Sheer Glow. The NARS kind of gives more of a matte-like finish, and though her face is matte in the picture, it looks more glowy matte, like a natural matte, whereas this kind of gives me more matte the way I use it, so we're going to use NYX Born to Glow. So now that we have the foundation on, we are going to be using the same M20 to just kind of make my eyes just a little bit more not so dark circly. I think it's gonna rain, so the lighting may change. You guys know I work on natural lighting, so yeah, I look like peanut butter right now. I will always say whenever I put foundation on, I look like that peanut butter baby. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'll throw them up on the screen. So I'm starting off again with Nude Mauve down here, and we're gonna place that as our transition shade. Okay, I'm surprised this blends so nicely so far, because I was on Twitter, and you guys know Robert Welsh, we all know him, we love him. He and his brother are amazing. But Robert was talking about Natasha Denona palettes and how he was disappointed with them. And it kind of like scared me and made me apprehensive to buy like Natasha Denona palettes. But I was just like, everyone has a different opinion on makeup anyway. Like, we all have different wants and needs from palettes. You know, some people, like, take the Naked palette. Some people love the Naked palettes. I could care less. So, like, you know, you always have to just take these things as like, okay, you know, he may not like it, but, you know, let me try. And so I was like, okay, like, I know I'm doing a We Create, so I want this palette, and I wanted the palette even if I wasn't gonna do a We Create, because I just wanted the Natasha Denona palette. And like, I was kind of like scared after I saw those tweets, and I was like, oh my god, like what if this sucks? And I'm very, very surprised. I like it. But so far, it's a nice start. I like it so far, but you know, we can't get too, you know, happy, because we have to see how it blends with the Be Perfect palette, which we're about to go right into next. Going in with the Be Perfect palette, you guys seen this on my channel. I'm gonna be taking the shade Makeup here, this shade right here, it's called Makeup, and we're gonna put that right over this mauve shade. Let's hope it all blends together. You know how mad I would be if this doesn't look the way I want it to look? Oh, it's very powdery. I have not picked up this palette in a minute. Okay. So far the blend together is not that bad. And it's kind of giving me that transition that I wanted anyway, so I'm not mad at this so far. Now we have to figure out what we're gonna do in the sense of putting in that purple shade. So either I could take Natasha Denona, and I can go in with either Amara or Groove. Groove would probably be the better one to go through. I mean, go with. Or we can take Be Perfect and take Wasted. I don't know if you guys can see. So that's the Be Perfect Wasted purple shade. It's way too purple. We're not doing that. We're not gonna go that deep of a purple today. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take Groove. Let's hope it does what it needs to do. Okay, it's doing what it needs to do. All right, the lighting is gonna change because I'm turning on my mirror because it looks like it's about to rain. The way that these shadows blend with each other is really, really nice. So it looks as if with this palette, the Natasha Denona palette can work with the Be Perfect. Question is, can it work with every single palette? That's the better question. And don't worry, we're gonna make sure this is all blended out and blended together. Don't worry, we're just placing it right now. With slight blending, but it's just placement. So now we're gonna take a clean fluffy brush and we're just gonna blend out the edges. Okay, so if you can see, I rounded out the edges here. That way when we go to cut it, it's just still a little bit more round, but we're not gonna cut it too much. But I just wanted to show you guys that it is like a little rounded here. Okay, so now we have to add some dimension to the look, obviously. So we're gonna put something in our outer third. In Leah's picture, how Kevin did her makeup, it doesn't look as if you can really see what he did because of the lashes and the eyeliner. So I'm just gonna kind of put anything there because you can't really see it. And who gonna check me, boo? We're busting out my favorite palette, Makeup by Mario, Master Mattes, again, because you can't really see what's on the outer third. So we're gonna take this brush here and we're gonna take matte shade this is number 11. And we're just going to place this here. Just a little bit to give it some dimension. The black eyeliner is just gonna like take charge of this anyway, but you know, if you are wearing this look out, you kind of do want to have something here with dimension. And it's just a little bit of it. It doesn't have to be super stark. It doesn't have to be, doesn't have to like be like the focal point because you can't see it behind the lashes. Take clean fluffy brush and just blend that together. I should have used a better brush, but like I said, I mean, I don't care, but I want you guys to care. But I don't care that it's like not perfect here because you're not going to see it anyway. It's just enough to give it some dimension, but we had to add the dimension, you know what I mean? All right, so now that we have this going on, we're going to go ahead and take Mod, this shade right here, and we're going to place that on our lid. Hopefully this shadow, if you guys watched my lookbook, we need to get back to a place when shadows can be used with brushes and not your fingers. Typically more like shimmer shades. Mod, and I'm gonna place that on my lid. Ooh, okay, she's doing what she needs to do. And we're probably gonna have to build this up. I love, love, love colors like this, but we're definitely gonna have to build this up. And you just want to place this on your lid. You're not going to cut the crease or anything. You're just going to place this on your lid. I feel like we're really getting this look together. This is really looking very similar. Or as some people say, similar. I hate when people say similar. If you look inside Leah's waterline, you'll see that she has like a nude color inside of her waterline. So for another video, I have done a little haul with Made by Mitchell. That video will come soon. But for now, we're going to be using the Made by Mitchell eyeliner pencil in All Smudge, the All Smudge No Budge eyeliner pencil. And this is in the shade in the nude. Very ombre, very, very much so what we need right now. Ooh, I sensitive eyes, sensitive eyes, sensitive eyes. Let me actually warm this up. Would have been the smart thing to do. The sun is back out. Okay, so now we're gonna do the fun part, which is liquid liner. Let me just touch up right here a little bit. Okay, so the fun part is a liquid liner. This has been my OG favorite liquid liner since what, 2016? 2016. So this is the Balm Schwing liner. Now, if you've been part of the beauty community for a minute now, you know that this is a brand that at the time, yeah, they were popping. The little, the nudes matte palette, you guys know what I'm talking about, was like the men, and they were like in baseball attire or whatever. Like, it's like this whole like old fashioned, like that's their packaging and stuff, and yeah. They were very, very popular. Now, where they are now, I have no idea. But I know this is still my OG favorite liquid liner. So we're gonna go ahead and line our lash line. So her lash line, oh, we're gonna need a mirror for this. Her lash line is a little thick, but I have like, my eyes aren't like hers, so we're not gonna do it too thick, but it's not winged out, it's just lined. So you just wanna line your lash line. But when you get to the part where your eye's round, you kind of want to make that a little bit thicker. Just a little bit. Kind of how you want it to look. You just want your lash line to be lined. And this is really still, I haven't used this in years, but it's still definitely my favorite liquid liner. All right, perfect. So I went ahead and added Lily Lashes Miami for the lashes today. Oh, I feel really low. Okay, there we go. So now we're gonna go ahead and like finish off the rest of the face with like concealer and everything. And then we'll finish the eyes and we'll do lips and all of that. But one of the key things is if you look at the picture, you see that Leah has highlight just here. She doesn't have any highlight going this way. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take M20 again, and I'm just gonna put it here, and then I'm gonna highlight with another color just right in here. So like I said, Leah has just highlight right here in like the inner third of her under eye. So that's what we're gonna do today. And I'm taking Pat McGrath M13 because it's a very bright under eye, which Leah has, but this is a very, very bright concealer. So I'm gonna make sure it's just like a little bit. So just place it right here. And then some right here. And we're gonna blend this out. And it's literally just right here. So we have to concentrate it right there. So instead of using a sponge, I'm gonna be using a concealer brush. So we went ahead and highlighted and everything. So now we're gonna set it. We're gonna be using the Pat McGrath yellow setting powder. Is it called yellow? Yeah, it's called yellow. And I'm just going to place it right here on the inside. So we have to be very, very careful. So we're going to be using a specific brush. So this is another brush that kind of looks like a concealer brush, but not, it may actually even be a concealer brush, but it's a little bit thicker than the brush that I just used. So we're gonna take that, tap off the excess, and we're just going to press in that powder, just right here where we set that concealer. Well, where we put that concealer. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the other eye. Just gonna make sure that that highlight stays right there and not anywhere else. Now for the rest of the concealer that we place, I'm gonna be using the same Pat McGrath under eye setting powder, just in a different shade. I'm gonna be using in the shade Deep. And I'm just gonna take the same brush that I always use for my under eyes with this, and I'm just gonna place it here, kind of like where the two concealers meet, just so that it's still set, and just not touching that place where that that light concealer is. I look like a Barbie doll, and I actually really like this like centered highlight look. It's very, very pretty. So now that that's set, we're gonna go ahead. Leah has her inner corners highlighted. So we're gonna go ahead and take from the Natasha Denona palette. We're gonna be taking the shade here, Psychedelic. And we're gonna take our pinky, just cause it's easier to hit your pinky, your inner corner with your pinky. I'm gonna take that and just place it right there in the inner corner. So I went ahead, oh, there we go, more centered. So I went ahead and did brows, did brow bone highlight, all that good stuff, bronzer, all that. So now we have to finish this off with the blush. So we're gonna be taking the same blush palette that I've been using for forever. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And we are going to be blushing up our face. If you look at the picture, Leah has on like a pinky blush, pinky like, it's not like pinky, it's like a rose, like there's pink in there. It looks like they mix blushes. I didn't look at the caption to see exactly what he used, but I'm gonna be using just this pink one here. I just kind of felt like that would just tie everything together. You know, you can do a little finessing with the wig creates, you know? I'm telling you guys, NYX Born to Glow has to be the best foundation out there. Like, no one is... NYX, put it back on the shelves. Put it back in Ulta. Like, come on. This is such a beautiful, 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 beautiful foundation. This is so pretty. So now that we have our blush going on, I am now going to highlight our nose, and then we're gonna finish off the bottom lash line, but we're gonna highlight our nose. Leah has a very strong nose highlight, which I love because y'all know I do a strong ass nose highlight, okay? Because one thing we're gonna do is use this Diamond Glow powder and highlight our nose. All right, so nose highlighting. Okay, you guys see that? You see that glow on the tip of his nose? You see that? That's how you do it. So for the lower lash line, you want to have the same process that you did with the top of the eyes. So we're gonna take a flat fluffy brush, and we're just gonna take the same colors we use at the top of our eyes, like on our actual eyes. We're gonna do that on the bottom. So we're gonna take Nude Mauve first. Now with that same brush, you're gonna take the shade Makeup or whatever palette you're using, because again, you guys know the point of We Create Wednesdays, you use whatever you have. We're gonna take Makeup and just place that right here on top of Nude Mauve. And it's just to blend everything out. I think I'm gonna stop here at this color because I like the way this looks, and I don't wanna mess this up even more. I don't wanna make it too harsh. And I feel like this blend here is perfect. So we're gonna leave it here. So Leah has like a nude lip, and I know that Kevin uses a lot of Patrick Ta. So we're gonna be using Patrick Ta, She's Independent, as our lipstick today. And for Leah's lips, also there's a lip gloss. And so I'm just going to be using my favorite lip plumping gloss, which you guys know is the Soap and Glory one. So let me go ahead and toss that on, and then we'll close out the video. And this is it for the final look. I think I nailed it. I think this looks very similar to the look that Kevin did on Leah. It's a very Barbie. I feel very, very pretty in this look, very pretty in pink, and I really like this look. So if you guys enjoyed recreating this with me or watching me recreate this look, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, like I said in the intro. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next one, whether it's not a whether it's a recreate or if it's something else. I will see you in my next one. Bye.